Alright, listen up, here's the rub. Everyone knows Jynxzi. He's probably one of the most popular streamers on Twitch and probably one of the most watched people on YouTube right now. And Jynxzi for the last couple of months has been bouncing around different games between Rocket League, Valorant, CS2, which is what this video is going to be about. And before he even played a single match of CS2, my guy opened cases. And as someone who loves opening cases personally, I absolutely respect the man for doing this. And, well, he goes very far down the rabbit hole of case opening, and he ends up $20,000 invested into cases. And, well, was it really worth it for him? I don't know. You'll have to watch the video to find out, because I'm going to recap his entire case opening journey in a story, in a beautiful, flower blossoming moment and realization of what cases can do to a man. And by the end of this video, I hope that you understand what the possibilities of actually opening cases truly is and doing trade-ups, and, well, really how much Valve sticks the middle finger up to people that spend money on their game. But real quick, right before we get into the full story of Jynxzi, I do just want to say I would love to spend $20,000 on cases for you guys. So hit that subscribe button and let's keep climbing the ranks so that I can just do these massive case openings just like Jynxzi, because, well, I don't have unlimited money. I have a full-time job. This is just my passion, you know? So now that's out of the way, let's get to the beautiful story of Jynxzi's case opening. So Jynxzi's first case opening came on March 5th, 2026, which was just over a month ago. So during this first case opening, he really had no idea what he was looking for, or like really what the price of any of these skins really were. So in his Discord call, he had Squishy, Highvise his moderator, and OniPixel, a CSGO content legend. Let's just say these three guys had a super fun time rage baiting Jynxzi with some of the pulls that he had.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Jynxzi, right? Oh my god! Jynxzi! Oh my god! That's actually crazy.
Red! What is that worth? What is it worth? 1,000, 5,000, 2,000?
No. 5,000! 5,000!
Say you swear to
Jynxzi!
God. Say you swear to God.
Wait, it's 30 bucks. My bad. It's 30, my bad.
But other than these three just absolutely rage baiting Jynxzi, his first case opening actually didn't go too bad. He purchased a variety of different cases. I think for the most part, Dreams of Nightmare was the case that had the best skin as far as like max win, which was Butterfly Emerald. And then on top of this, I believe he purchased 2 weapon cases, and I think they're roughly going around $250 to $300 a piece right now. Don't quote me on that. I know that's close. So, before he even played a single second of the game, my guy dropped roughly $2,000 into cases, and honestly, I respect him for it. But as far as the case opening went itself, I don't think he did terrible. From what I could gather from shorts and, like, watching his stream during his case openings, I know that he pulled at least 1 red from one of the cases, but the main thing that he pulled in this first case opening was in one of the weapons cases for the case hardened AK skin, which is in one of these cases. You can possibly get a $1 million AK blue gem, and he was lucky enough to actually hit one of these case hardened AKs, but unfortunately it wasn't a $1 million blue gem. It was actually really close to a yellow gem. Oh my god, what a
Jynxzi, you want the AK? Oh my god, if the AK flies by. Jynxzi, AK. You want pink. Jynxzi? Gold could also be nice. Jynxzi! Anything but pink! Oh my god! Jynxzi! Oh my god!
Wait, what the
Bro!
No, I'm not kidding, but this is like, wait, hold on. I'm like shaking.
Jynxzi, the same one that you have, pattern 327, someone has it listed for sale right now. Look, this is yours. And he has it for sale for 300 euros, but this is well worn. This is well worn, but then again, is this a fair price? He could have made a...
So, you know, he did profit on that case, and it is an insane pull for, you know, spending that much money on a case. So, with that being said, his first case opening didn't go too badly, and I think he did actually get addicted. And he always kept saying that he would never stop until he pulled something insane. Like, he didn't want to just go buy a knife that is insane. He wanted to pull it, and I respect him. I respect him for that. The art of the game. That's what I love about Jynxzi. So that pretty much sums up his first case opening. And for the most part, we can kind of just fly by the next month, because my guy Jynxzi went on one of the worst case opening streaks I've ever seen a streamer go through. It isn't the worst, but it definitely is up there for, like, being bad. You see, Jynxzi did finally pull his first gold, which he didn't pull a gold in his first case opening. And it was just a couple case openings after his first case openings, where he pulled a Falchion Life lore worth roughly $113.
Oh!
Oh my god! Oh my god! They did! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! TTS! They never did it! TTS! Oh no.
He doesn't know.
Tell me.
Oh, I must deliver him the news,
Yeah.
man. Deliver him the news.
So what is it? What's the where?
Field testing.
Oh, let me. All right, Jynx. I'm gonna break it to you, bro. No, Jynxzi, I want your.
How much?
What's your perspective on this knife right here? Examine it, bro. You know, look at the handle. Look the way it looks.
Right.
Does he like
As a
it?
person who started playing the game 3 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that shiny. That's one. It looks pretty beat up. I know the expensive knives are like glowing. I'm gonna be honest. I unfortunately think this is probably $200.
Okay.
The fact that he overshot it with 200 is crazy.
This is probably $400.
Ah!
Okay.
Keep the expectations low.
I'm fine with that.
Right. The final price for your knife, $113.
No shortage just ended after that.
And this was like towards the end of the case opening during that stream after he dropped like another $2,000 on the game. So it was like total investment was $5K into cases at this point. And just, you know, you get the gold, you're excited. You don't know how much that knife is worth. It looks good. Like he even said he thought it was worth $400. But then to find out that after investing $5,000 into this game, you get a gold that's only worth $113. I mean, I would be discouraged too because Jynxzi just went and ended stream after he pulled this knife. And honestly, I don't blame him. But you see, after this gold that Jynxzi pulled, the next few weeks were absolute living hell for him. I'm talking that he was doing a case opening pretty much every other day, dropping $1,000 to $2,000 every single case opening. And in every single one of these case openings, Jynxzi is opening Chroma 2 cases, which run like between $6 to $8 a case. And then on top of that, you have to buy a $2 key. So he's spending roughly like $10 a case, and he's opening hundreds of cases a night. And then he's also buying some Dreams of Nightmares because, you know, Butterfly Emerald. And these are just the 2 cases that have the best possible knives in them. And for the most part, the most notable pull that Jynxzi had in the next 3 weeks was a M4A1S Hyper Beast factory new, which is worth right around $500, which is actually an insane pull.
Beeps! Oh my god, fact new. Oh my god, that looks fact.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Because this skin is really cool, and it comes from the Chroma 2 case. And this definitely boosted his spirits, but not for long, because then he just kept on going on dry spell after dry spell. And on the day that he actually pulled his insane knife, spoiler alert, he went over his statistics, and this is what they were. He opened 1,500 plus cases and only got 1 gold. And really just a handful of reds, and this is bad. If you don't know, you're supposed to get a gold 1 every 400 cases, and my guy was like 3 times the amount over that statistic before getting his next gold after he got his first gold. So statistically speaking, he is having some of the worst luck ever. And even as a bonus, in one of his streams, he pulled like 20-something blues in a row, which was rarer than getting a knife, and also just super bad luck because pulling that many blues in a row is actually difficult.
I saw this on Twitter, right? He said, dude, Jynxzi just opened 29 blues in a row in CS2 cases. Space. The chance of that happening is around 1 in 660, or in other words, twice as rare as getting a knife. So it looks like we are beating odds tonight.
And to add a cherry on top, Jynxzi also started doing some trade-ups. I think he did his first trade-ups with OniPixel, the master of edging. And he did 7 total trade-ups, none of which were profitable. The best thing he pulled was a butterfly knife Brightwater, which is pretty much just a break-even on the trade-up, because each one of these trade-ups is like $700. And I think 2 or 3 of these he got like max losses. And you're supposed to profit like on 20% of your knife trade-ups or red trade-ups into a knife. And he didn't profit on a single one, and he did 7.
Jackpot! There it is!
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
Don't even say, actually.
I'll get it. Can you get the Can you get me the where?
Can't be, bro. You spent like 400 on this, or?
Yeah, that's it. See, that's the up thing, because there was literally reds in there that were worth $60. What the
I think this is cheaper than everything you put into that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, every single red was
Jynxzi.
like double.
Your final price, $61.64.
Now, High Vice, how much money did I spend on the reds for that?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Get it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow,
Oh
that's the
my.
worst knife I could have got, right? That was $500, bro.
Not bad. I mean,
600. Sorry.
Squishy, what the what? Like, Squishy, what the
could have been worse, man. It could have been worse.
No, it literally couldn't. It literally.
So I think everything that I just covered kind of wraps up, like, the events leading up to his big knife pull. It is pretty obvious that in these case openings, Jynxzi is frustrated because Valve is just giving him the middle finger and just sticking it up somewhere. And, well, I don't blame Jynxzi for being frustrated on his streams because, yes, he has the money to do this, but the luck that he is getting is really bad. But that brings us to April 1st. It was just like any other case opening. He bought his Chroma 2s, he was opening them, he was getting absolutely railed by Valve, and they were just taking his money left and right. And Jynxzi was notably depressed, angry, rightfully so. But then, as Jynxzi was taking off his shirt, as he usually does for whatever reason, High-Vise opens one of the cases, and he pulls...
Oh, don't!
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my f***ing god!
You want to check the where?
That's fact. That's fact.
Oh my god!
I did it! I did it!
High Vice, it was your case.
Oh my god, it's been so long!
It's profit. I'm seeing 1.5K.
1.4, yeah.
Jynxzi pulled a beautiful factory new Karambit Doppler, which was mostly blue, which I feel like it's very close to a sapphire, honestly, which would have upped the price insane. But nonetheless, this was a like $1,500 to $1,900 skin, depending on where you sell it, and, you know, price inflates and deflates. But nonetheless, absolutely insane pull. But what did it take for him to get here? You see, Jynxzi got very emotional after pulling this knife, and rightfully so. I mean, Jynxzi pretty much for the past month had just been getting absolutely railed by Valve, and he dropped $20,000 on these cases, and what does he have? An inventory that's worth maybe $4,000 to $5,000. So you see, Jynxzi finished opening the cases that he had left that day after pulling his Karambit, and then he just kind of looked back, and he realized that maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm done with cases. You finally pulled something spectacular, but then it kind of clicked. With the $20,000 that Jynxzi had spent on this game, he could have bought 10 of these Karambits. But he didn't. He pulled it. And I think that's what matters. See, Jynxzi is an absolute G, that he set his mind to pulling an insane knife. And through the ups and downs, the lows of the lows, he persevered. And he got the Karambit Doppler. A beautiful skin. And at the end of this case opening, he pretty much said he might never open a case again. Seeing him getting absolutely railed by Valve honestly discouraged me to open cases, but yet I do it anyways because I love the sport of the game. And I think to anyone watching this video is a good example that cases don't have to go your way. Cases are kind of rigged. It's a way for Valve to just take your money and then put up their middle finger to you because they don't care. You see, I think the moral of this story is Jynxzi put his mind to something and he got there. He could have gave up at any point. He could have thrown in the towel, but he didn't. He pulled the knife. He got there, and that's an accomplishment in itself. But if you think that you're going to test your luck on cases, remember Jynxzi's losing streak. 1,500 plus cases with only 1 gold and really nothing else to show for it. I admire Jynxzi's dedication, and I love him for it. And who knows, maybe he will keep opening cases because he actually did open more cases after this. At the time of this video, which is April 20th, I believe like a week ago, he came back to cases, did a glove trade up in the new terminal. He bought like Glocks and traded up for gloves, and he actually didn't pull bad gloves, and then he opened some cases, but it just didn't feel the same. And honestly, now after that case opening, I don't know if he's ever going to do a case opening again. But Jynxzi showed us what cases can do to a man. And that's what matters. And I think the moral of this story is that Valve is not afraid to rail anyone in there